I'm not the smartest person alive right now, but man, at 30, thinking about where I was at mentally, I was dumb as shit. I didn't know fucking anything. I was so off on so much, man. I was brainwashed by MTV, man. And now I'm just realizing this over the last couple of years. Like, holy shit, I was completely programmed by MTV and music. You know, I was chasing the mansion with all the girls and the Ferraris and all that shit my whole life. I was chasing that. I thought, okay, I'm gonna do it. You gotta have motivation, enthusiasm. You gotta keep going. You gotta have good work ethic. You gotta keep working. You gotta move to Hollywood, make the music, be around all the record labels, gonna get signed, gonna blow up, gonna sell out arenas. It's gonna, I 100% believed that was gonna happen. Most of my life. And now you're looking back, I'm like, fuck. And you know me, I'm a crazy motherfucker. I believe everything is a conspiracy theory. I believe everything is a conspiracy. And so I'm crazy. So, what I think now is like, I used to think that, with the PMRC, remember the PMRC? They're like a group of old white ladies that are trying to suppress music and try to put warning labels on albums. I used to think as a kid that the white people, the elite at the very top, wanted to keep us from doing bad things, wanted to keep us from exploiting our vices. I really thought that and I'm a kid. I'm like, fuck, I'll listen to any music I want. I'll listen to Slayer and Metallica. They're trying to tell me not to listen to it. This is bullshit. Don't worry about what we listen to. Why are you so concerned with it? I really thought that was the plan. They were trying to keep us good and trying to keep the family tight. But now, as crazy as I am, I think it's the opposite. I think they're pretending they were trying to keep a tight family unit. I think now they're doing everything they can. All these operations going on to divide us, break up the family in any way possible, and as many ways as possible. I think at the highest level, when you look at privatized prisons, you look at hip hop, and then you look at privatized prisons, even like metal. Look what they're doing to the kids. They're making the kids really look up to people promoting violence. And remember, I'm a kid. I'm growing up. I hated the PMRC. I hated the labels, but to me, it was a trick. They're pretending they care. Just like, think about this. They were pretending they were fighting the war on drugs, right? They were pretending. They were bringing the drugs in. And they're all like, dare to keep kids off drugs, a war on drugs. All this money came in, tax money, to fight the war on drugs. They're bringing it in. And there's a war on terrorism. There's a fucking war on terrorism. They're funding it and creating it. Fuck. Same thing with music. It looks like they're trying to fight it and hide it, or keep it at bay. They like that shit. They want fucked up families. They're trying to split up the families. They want that shit. They want us corruptible. Like, they want to be able to corrupt us. Everyone that, they can corrupt anybody. They can blackmail anybody. They like that shit. That's how crazy I am. They want us to listen to this bullshit ass music. They want that shit. They never tried to stop Slayer. I was a huge Slayer fan. They weren't trying to stop Slayer ever. And I wondered, they were trying to stop Accused. On 2020, they had a show trying to stop Satanism in music. And they had like Twisted Sister and like Judas Priest and all these bands. And I'm 15 thinking, you guys you're way off. How come you're not going after King Diamond? How come you're not going after Creator and Destruction and Slayer? Those guys are literally talking about Satan, killing babies and dragging their souls to hell. That's what their albums are about. They're not trying to hide that shit. How come you're not going after them? Nobody ever touched them. They were going after like the straw men. Like Twisted Sister? Come on, those guys have nothing to do with Satan. But anyway, so at 15, that's when I started to distrust. Like, that was ABC 2020, and they got it all wrong. Who's doing the research? I'm 15 going, wait a minute, you guys have it all wrong. So at that point, I began to distrust what the hell was going on in the media. So now, like, again, I'm a crazy motherfucker, man. I believe in the craziest shit. I believe trends in all of them, not just hip hop is the most obvious one. That's the most obvious. You look at hip hop today, Tekashi 6ix9ine, You look at that shit, what they're promoting. They're promoting, he's always, in his Instagram, he always has stacks of cash, and he's always like making it rain in every Instagram video. He's just throwing cash around, talking all sorts of shit, the baddest cars, talking shit on his watches. Like, that's the biggest thing going around right now. And they're pushing the shit out of that. They ain't stopping that. It's not like the music's that good. He's all right.
When do you find time to watch this shit? Because I ain't got time to watch none of this shit.
You're not on Instagram?
I won't even watch that shit if you paid me.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
I wouldn't even know it's not fascinating.
To me it is.
Fucking, you got to be crazy to watch that shit. What the fuck are you giggling about? Nobody...
Why did you like him? What did he do?
He did an error.
I knew a second ago, but now... Keep going from where you told it, because then... Okay.
You know that little forehead you got?